Alrighty. So I'm gonna probably start doing some more video next week that's gonna be more organized. Uh, I put 4 video ups and they're practice videos, but I need to start putting together a coherent program instead of just any kind of random thing that pops into my head, and doing the editing. I'm going to start, we did the thing about me quitting smoking, which hasn't always worked that well. I've smoked several cigarettes since I actually quit, so that was not, in fact, my last cigarette. But I have been doing pretty good. I'm down to the point where I can't even really smoke a whole cigarette, but I went for 2 days without sleeping because I wasn't smoking, so I started just like smoking a half cigarette at a time again.
Took me by surprise, I must say. It should have been the happiest days of his life. Took me by surprise, I must say. When my mom said, Fred, your friend Paul killed himself tonight. Took me by surprise, I must say. Things really look so bad when you're 17. Took me by surprise.
Time again. Anyway, enough about that. The idea of doing some planned videos, maybe after this video, this random one that I'm going to do, which would be number 5, I'll start doing, certain ones on goal setting. I might do something, putting together a exercise program for myself, because I already mentioned that in the video, that's one of the things that I need to do. And then, when I'll start going through some of my goals in putting together my sites, and I might do some informative videos on how to link up your sites and how to put things on a retail website, because I'm doing all that. And then if I get some equipment, which I'm going to try to buy sometime this week, I'll start experimenting with the equipment, and I'll start doing, the video blogs of, Brookside Plaza, Northland, whatever I want to focus on as kind of a travel log part of that. I don't know that when I do travel that it's all going to be travel log. I've got a lot of ideas, social, political, and one of the reasons I want to travel is I want to go to different places and just see how they do things. Why is Denmark the happiest place on the earth? What does France do better than the United States? What's healthcare like in England? I think people want to know that just as much as they want to know anything else about any other country. If you want to go see museums, that's fine. Go. Don't watch it on a blog. Just go to a museum. And if you want to see where some of these sites are, there's Rick Steve. I watch Rick Steve. But when it comes to talking to the people, making friends in other countries, finding out how people live in other countries, the best thing to do is to actually talk to the people who live there. So I think that's going to probably be one of the focuses of me traveling, is just, really talking to the local people and finding out a little bit about the country that I'm in, seeing what it's like to actually live there and not just be a tourist. So lots of things to think about. So look forward to like maybe a goal setting video. Look forward to, like an exercise video, and then start looking forward to videos that are more focused on what it would be like to be traveling, in Kansas City for right now. And the interesting thing is, on the news today, was they are starting flights to Iceland, which is actually the first place that I intended to go, was from Kansas City to Iceland, and now I can fly there direct. So that'll be pretty interesting. we'll see what happens. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about. I do some of my best thinking in the car. And on the way home, I was thinking about the whole cryptocurrency thing, and I was noticing that my tags were expired on my car. I thought I had 2 years on my tags, but apparently they expired a few days ago. So I'm gonna have to go get my car license, because one of the things I'm doing is I'm gonna actually drive Uber for a while too. I mean, this blog isn't just about traveling around the world, it's about being a digital nomad. It's about making your way in the digital world. I was also thinking that you can't be an expert at everything, and the best way to learn some of this stuff is total immersion. I mean, that's why I'm doing all this in the first place, is because I could go to school, I could, shoot for an IT degree, I could go for a master's in something, but it takes time and it takes money. And just like this, there's no guarantees. It's the safe way to do things for most of the population, but you got to ask what the benefits are. So the idea was to learn these things by completely immersing myself in them. But like I said, you can't be an expert in everything. It's just too much for one person. So I do see the possibility of some videos coming up where maybe I involve some people that are already doing it. I talked to Scott, I won't mention his last name, but he is doing the cryptocurrency thing, and he seems to have a little bit of a handle on it. So maybe I will take a day off from work and I'll go over and talk to him about cryptocurrency. I have another friend that's been driving Uber for a while and seems to enjoy it and is making money at it. So before I actually start driving Uber myself, maybe I will go over and discuss the possibility of Uber with him. So those might be some episodes to look forward to, and it's definitely one of those ideas that I want to put out there as video, because these are things I think that other people are going to be interested in, knowing how to set up an Uber account and drive Uber and make money off it, knowing whether cryptocurrency is a good idea, or they can make money at it and not just jumping onto some ad on Facebook. So I will probably do a couple of episodes like that while I'm doing my other, while I'm doing the rest of what I'm doing. That did not come out well.
If he asked you, was I laughing? If he asked you, was I laughing? If he asked you, was I laughing? Just tell him I'm crying. Just tell him